I'm going on a bit of a road trip to see some of the more unusual sights in the area, and I've decided I'm gonna rate each attraction. I'm gonna rate each one out of 10 based on a very scientific criteria, which is how I feel about it at the time. It's very scientific because it's pure bias, which is the only form of no bias you can actually have. Make sense? Good. Let's go see some weird stuff. I'm in Mount Airy, North Carolina, near the Virginia border. It's most famous for being Andy Griffith's hometown and the inspiration for Mayberry from his TV shows. However, that's not why I'm here. No, I'm here to see the world's largest open-faced granite quarry. The granite from this quarry has been used all over the country, including the World War II Memorial in Washington, D.C. and the Wright Brothers Memorial in North Carolina. There are larger pit quarries in the world, but this is the largest open-faced quarry, which apparently can be seen from outer space. So overall, how do I rate it? The world's largest open-faced granite quarry. Well, it is the largest of something, which I do find interesting, even if it's largely meaningless. However, I bet they make a lot of really shitty granite countertops from here, and the view's kind of obstructed by a chain link fence. So overall, I give it a 6.2 out of 10. High Point, North Carolina is considered the furniture capital of America. In fact, when I first moved to North Carolina, all the old people in my life kept asking me about furniture, which I thought was sort of weird. And given the fact that most of the furniture industry in this part of the country has been outsourced to other countries, it is kind of a weird question. But despite all of that, High Point, North Carolina still has the world's largest chest of drawers. I mean, it's kind of fun. It's really big, but I'm not really sure I buy what's going on with the socks over there. There's two mismatched socks hanging out the drawer just the exact same length at the top of the sock so they don't fall out. I don't know if I buy it. Also, it's not made out of wood, so is it really the world's largest chest of drawers, or is it really the largest object to look like a chest of drawers in the world? I don't know. Overall though, I give it a 6.5 out of 10. I guess it's important to clarify that it's the largest freestanding chest of drawers in the country because mere minutes away lies this monstrosity, an 80-foot high boy outside of what is supposedly the largest furniture store in the world. But because it's not freestanding and just because I hate it, I give it a 3.7 out of 10. Okay, we're at our next stop. Back in the 1930s, Quality Oil, a distributor of Shell oil, built gas stations that looked like giant shells. Today, one of those gas stations still exists in Winston-Salem, preserved by a local historical society, though it no longer pumps gas. And as far as corporate architecture goes, it's actually pretty neat. And wouldn't it be better if our towns were dotted with this sort of whimsical architecture rather than the same mass market architecture we see everywhere? Even if that whimsical architecture just served as an advertisement for corporations? It's still a lot more fun. Overall, I give it a 7.5 out of 10. This is the Mikipon, a giant coffee pot built by local tinsmiths in 1858 as an advertisement for their business. It now serves as a sort of Winston-Salem landmark here in the middle of Salem and Winston. Apparently you can fit over 11,000 cups of coffee in there, which is a lot of coffee. How do I rate it? Well, again, it seems like advertising used to be cooler in this country, and the fact that it was made in 1858 is pretty cool. But think of how it makes all the undercaffeinated people feel as they go by without their coffee or energy drink. It must be sad. Overall, I give it a 6.9 out of 10. Well, it's been a long day, so I think I'll sit down at this table that I just randomly discovered and in no way researched on the internet or looked up beforehand. It's a periodic table. Get it? A periodic table? It's really good. It seems to be missing a few elements. Atomic weights. Where's zinc? Where's zinc? There it is. Nickel, nickel, ag, carbon. Carbon's a great element. This one's got Fe, that's iron. That's cool. Well, how do I rate this table? Well, honestly, I think all tables should have educational content on them. Imagine how smart we'd all be if every table we sat at had some sort of fact or multiplication table or something on it that we had to learn from. All tables should be like this table. I give it a 10 out of 10. Thanks for watching.